So don't tell people.
And you have a lot of wisdom, not just, no, it's not empty noise. Yeah. You have a lot of experience.
So tell me a bit about, and let's just, before we get to talk, because we need to talk about the Destiny Expo, but tell me about the impact that you see, because you have a lot of people go through the Destiny School, and you have a lot of alumni. What kind of impact do you see in those people, in the different things that they do? What kind of transformation do you see after people have gone through the Destiny School?
You know, there's something Maxwell says, that leadership does not happen in a day. It is something you invest in daily. When people come to us initially, you can see they're apprehensive. They're just testing us out, like, what is this going to be like? But by the end of the year, like now the team we have who are planning the Expo, there are people who have been with the class the whole year. Their lives are different. I can't say it's just because of us, but our relationships have so much improved, and we know that the real values that we are talking about. And so, yeah, there is a lot of impact that goes on. And you can never say this is it, because we touch on many things, but we really touch on things that, foundational things that turn your life around. So, yeah, I'm excited.
So let's talk a bit about the Destiny Expo.
Yes.
I was there last year. It was great. And my favorite part about last year was Amos Wekesa's 10 minutes. And there was a lot of nice stuff, but his just sort of stood out for me. Yes. And I'm really looking forward to this year, because you normally have a great line of speakers and these whole nice little workshops and nuggets. Can you just tell us a bit about what the Destiny Expo is this year? What is it about? You normally have a theme going across.
Yes.
What is this year about?
Okay, this year is about kingdom governance. Kingdom governance, that sounds like a huge word.
Yes, it does. It does. Miles Monroe has written like 12 books about that. So it's a bit, so just sort of break down this whole kingdom governance thing for us. What can people expect?
Yes. What we're really talking about is the need for education for governance, the need to learn how to govern as a Christian, to govern in the world, to live in the world. Usually we talk about leading in the world, but governing is even has a wider meaning than just leading. If we use the Chiganda word, governing is okufuga. Leading is okukulembera. It is really governing, and it's the whole spectrum. So we want to call out kingdom leaders, kingdom warriors. We want to call out Christians to engage in governance in their area of influence, and not in a shy way, not in an apologetic manner, but deliberately.
But why do you think, because again, we have been apologetic for a long time and shy, and some people say we are lazy. Why do you think that is? I mean, we read the Bible, and why do you think, and I know I'm going into a bit of what we're talking about in the conference, but why do you think that is? Why do you think we are like that?
I really think it is because of our history, our background, what we've inherited about Christianity. Because initially back in the day, if you got saved, you'd have to cut off your hair, dress in a particular way, generally look humble. And behave humble. You shouldn't aspire to wearing bling bling or anything that makes you...
That brings attention to you.
That brings attention to you. And so we have been... we are like an army in hiding. And that's what we are saying it should not be. We are not supposed to be the army in hiding. True, our weapons are not carnal, they are not seen, but doesn't mean that therefore our bodies should not engage where the real war is. You have seen many Christians are shy about politics, and they're shy about being rich. They're shy about being in the newspaper.
But everyone says, politics is a horrible game. No Christian should get into politics. Or, and let's just speak about politics for a bit. Because I know you're a bit conversant with that area of things. You find a lot of Christians saying, I won't get into politics. And I know I'm probably talking to someone who is planning to run for office. There's a lot of stab here, stab there, connive this, do that, pocket this. How the kind of Christians and probably it's not just politics, because even when you start going to the corporate world, there's kickback this, kickback that, and that's sort of how the way the world works. There's a way it works. There's a system. How does a Christian survive? How does apply kingdom governance, so to speak, in those when the world standard and system is like that.
Yeah. You know, I was listening to the show that was on before, and one of the ladies, Erica said, wherever I go, that's where God is. It's not that me as an instrument, me as a Christian, I'm bringing principles. No, they are already there. I cannot shy away from giftings and callings that are upon my life because I fear the people who are in NTV who are already there. No, I take what I have and the fragrance I bring, the principles I bring can impact on that. So what we've done as Christians, we've shied away from politics as if it is not part of our total living as Christians. But don't you see it is a fallacy to think that we should take people who don't believe in Christian principles, only those should engage in politics to govern us? The Bible says the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of our God, and he shall reign forever and ever. The book, the Bible, is the book that is going to be used to judge the entire world, and we want that book to stay out of politics? It is we, the Christians, who have to go in there and use all sorts of ways to bring the influence of the kingdom on the politics of our nation, because ultimately that's where we are going, and we can't shy away from it.
Okay, so tell me about, now if you need to go back talking about the Expo.
Yes.
I normally get carried away.
We're going to talk about that in the Expo. We are going to talk about politics.
What else are you going to talk about?
We are going to talk about money. We are going to talk about not being shy about earning a lot. You know, it's a mentality we have had.
I like to make money.
Yes,
every
and
time
why not?
You start talking about how you really want to make money. There's this brother just looking at you and saying,
yeah, but we are saying people should have a kingdom worldview in making money. And what's the money for? How to, therefore it's wealth creation and wealth utilization. We are going to explore that. We're going to have a workshop and plenary on the whole thing of money, and we're having great speakers on that subject. So we're going to talk
money, we're going to talk politics.
We're going to talk politics, we're going to talk media.
We're going to talk media.
I think you need to come and talk media.
See, now when you say those things on national television, I can't back out, I can't say no.
We have to talk media, David, because that's another thing kingdom people have shied away from.
And I know you were watching the show before.
Yes.
And I was talking about how, you know, we're having all these other people tell our stories.
Yes.
You're having a very bad person tell the story of Noah. Not bad person, but you're a very bad depiction of the story of Noah. I don't know if you've watched the movie.
No, I haven't actually.
You need to watch it. I think every Christian needs to watch that movie just so they can get angry.
Yes.
And you know, I haven't watched Exodus, but people say it's the exact same thing. You know, there are these little things that they have skewed and they sort of change the story a lot. And so yeah, I sort of agree with you. And I'm going to be there for the Expo. So it's happening when?
It's happening next week, beginning on Wednesday. It's an evening program, evening only, because we want all the professionals, the marketplace people to come. We want church people to come. We want young people and older people to come. It's a place of sharpening iron, leaders sharpening other leaders, and it's an evening program that starts at 5. So we'll start at 5 to 6, we'll do workshops. We'll do, you know, real interactive workshops on these various topics. Then at 6:30 sharp, the plenary will start. We'll have teaching, and we'll have testimonies, and we'll have music, and we'll have all sorts of stuff going on. So Wednesday to Friday next week in the evenings.
Wednesday to Friday. Why don't you throw in a Saturday when, you know, but anyway, when the rest of us have a bit more time on our hands.
That's
Tell me a bit about the
speakers. Should think about that.
Yes. Tell me a bit about the speakers. Who is going to speak? You know, people like to hear the names.
We have great speakers. We always have great speakers.
Yes,
we have so many, so I won't tell you everybody, but we'll have Dr. Magara is a celebrated Bible teacher.
Speaker,
He's going to be talking on great topics. And the thing about our speakers is that they borrow from their own experience and from the word, and they share. Then we'll have Mrs. Allen Kajina. She's the Chief Commissioner General Emeritus. I'm sure you know that.
Well, no, I don't. Everyone was going, so where did she go? She left, but now.
Because she's been the chief collector of our taxes, 11 trillion. How did she do that?
She make
Not
that
so
money?
much that, but what was guiding her in all this wealth creation? And there are some tips. And we'll have workshops on that. Charles Ochichi of Enterprise Uganda. We'll have Dr. Martin Semper A controversial kingdom warrior.
Very controversial.
Yeah, we are going to be discussing. And you see that those are the things. We shy away from controversy as Christians. But we are in the world. We are not of the world, but we are in the world. So we cannot shy away from things that make us go.
Make us uncomfortable.
No, we have to engage. Yeah. Then we have our pastors, we have Destiny Alumni. The class 2014, they are going to be featured a lot. We're going to be commissioning class 2014. Okay. On the Friday, we have guests of honor. It's just a cocktail.
Okay. So how do people get more information about this? Because we have to wrap up this really quickly.
Yeah, they can go to our Facebook page, Destiny Consult Facebook page. They can go to Destiny Journal. They have a Twitter handle, Destiny Expo 15. And we have numbers to call. Okay. Yes.
So do people have to pay a fee for this?
Yes, there is a small fee. It's a minimal fee. It's a minimal fee. And we use it for refreshments, really. It's 20,000 per person.
So really you're paying so that they can give me something to drink?
Yes, so that the grounds are clean and stuff like that. We are not making profit on that. But we encourage people to give a gift if they want.
If you feel led.
But students.
For a love gift of 40.
Students is only 10,000. Yeah, so you come with your workmates and your family, your in-laws.
Is that for all the 3 days?
For all the 3 days.
Just one fee for all
Just
the 3 days?
Just one fee for all the 3 days. It's a fellowship. It's an experience. It's a place to be.
So where is it going to be?
It's going to be at Makerere Hill Deliverance Church.
Oh, that's just
opposite the main gate, next to Bativa Hotel. A great premise.
Okay. Is there anything is there anything that you'd like to say before we wrap this interview up? Any last thing that we might have missed?
I would like to invite marketplace leaders. I would like to invite professionals. I would like to invite people who are looking for oomph in life. I would like people to come. You're going to share life. You're going to experience the presence of God, and your life will never be the same.
Well, thank you very much, Dorothy. I am definitely going to make time, talk to my boss and say, I need to leave work early. To be for the Destiny. But please make sure you go. It's happening on the 4th to the 6th of, that's just next week, Wednesday to Friday.
Yes.
And 20,000 shillings, 10,000 shillings for all the days.